Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And then we from group 5, and then today in this video we will talk about educational administration at Indonesian school, and hope you enjoy the video.
Okay, before we talk more about educational administration at Indonesian school, first I'm gonna to talking you what is the educational administration and what is the purpose of educational administration. So many opinions that has expressed by the figures about the meaning of educational administration. So here I would like to express to have that 2010 opinions educational administration is a discipline that studies collaborative effort by involving all existing resources aimed at developing the potential of students. So, in achieving educational goals effectively and efficiently, uh, meanwhile, in general, the notion of educational administration means all activities that support the achievement of educational goals. As for educational administration has the goals uh, of achieving production, effectiveness, of efficiency, of adaptability, and job satisfaction. In other words, the measure of the success of educational administration is educational productivity, which is first seen in the product result or the effectiveness and of the process, atmosphere, and efficiently. Sorry, and efficiency. According to Muhyiddin 2017, in achieving this effectiveness, a minimum process is needed, including organizational human behavior. That behavior can be expressed in a form of planning, implementing, and supervising or fostering administrative duties. But the most important thing to carry out this program all required clear communication and good communication, as well as being carried continuously and regularly. So therefore, every year it is necessary to have an evaluation based on the administration to assess the planning that has been implemented so that it can be improved in the future. Okay, next will be explained by my friends.
Next, I will explain about the importance of educational administration in Indonesia, which is divided into five. The first, educational administration relates to all material, personnel, teacher, planning, cooperation, leadership, curriculum, and student and other. For the example, in curriculum administration, recording activity, class absence, distribution of teacher teaching hours, assessment of report card. Then in the student section, such as recording student tardiness, student achievement, disciplinary violation, it is very necessary to evaluate student personnel development process. Then in the field of facility and infrastructure such as procurement of good, purchase of classroom cleaning tool, painting school walls require good planning so that funds are available within the budget, as well as in the field of ensuring teacher importance. There is a need for teacher supervision and training programs so that teacher expertise is increasing day by day. Second, everything can be managed properly if there is good educational administration, firm leadership. 3. Uh, educational administration can be defined as all activity documenting or recording school activity in order neat and easy to read. Fourth, furthermore, to implement test program all require clear communication and good coordination, which is carried out continuously and regularly. Therefore, at the end of each year, it is necessary to carry out an administration-based evaluation to assess the planning that has been implemented so that it can be improved in the future. Fifth, all educational administration activity will run smoothly and effectively if their implementation goes through a process that follows its function line.
Educational administration process has four stages. The first is planning, the second is executing, third is supervision, and the fourth is evaluation. Okay, the first is planning, and at this stage, it is carried out by internal school parties or assistants from other parties who are expert and have experience, so that they are able to predict events that may occur in the future. Because planning always talk about the future, and then planning is done by determining goal, and the goal should be a solution to the existing problem. In making goals, you should prioritize needs over wants and consider financial, social, and family aspects. And one part of strategy formulation at this planning stage is to formulate an organizational structure based on the principle of right man on the right place, and which means placing the right person in the right position in accordance with the field of knowledge and experience they have. And then in order to planning that we have drawn up properly can run optimally, it is necessary to carry out close supervision so that the implementation is as planned, and in the end the results are in accordance with what is expected.
Okay, next I will continue my friend's explanation about educational administration process. The second process is actuating. Actuating stage is the activities of carrying out what was planned. When the actuating is being implemented according to plan, the supervisory function must still be carried out in order to be able to find out any problems that occur and then causes losses, because the situation is always unsubject to change without any prior estimates. Changing the situation may require change plan early to avoid losses when planning early still implement. So that implementation can run well according to the plan, it takes organizational maturity from all members. At this stage, it's still possible to provide guidance to teachers and the other perpetrators of education.
Okay, for the next point, or for the third point, is supervision. So, in the simple term, supervision is stopping mistake immediately whenever it occurs, not focus on the giving rewards or in punishment or prohibition, but focus in the improvement. Okay, so in the field of education, supervision referred to academic supervision that carried out by the principal to the teacher of the school. Okay? Unlike the final evaluation that will be explained in the next point, at this stage, the supervision is carried out by an internal supervisor. And the final evaluation will be carried out by an external supervisor. So, conditions or situations that occur in the field are very dynamic. So supervisor is needed to order to be able to wait early for any deviation that may occur. Supervision at this stage cannot only be done at the certain time, but can be done from the beginning of the planning. Okay, so the important point that we have to remember about the supervision is the action, how we can to stop mistake immediately. So we have to focus on this point.
Okay, here I will continue with my friend explanation, and I will explain about the last process in administrative activity process is assignment or evaluation. By conducting an assignment, it can be seen the effectiveness of each organizational activity and the weakness and strength of the administration process can be identified. The assignment should be carried out periodically so that it can be used as a basis for making improvement in all areas of administration. This assignment must also be supported by facts that can lead to positive things and provide the best way to make a discussion. The objectivity element of the assessor also plays a role if providing an assignment. In addition, the assessor must have knowledge of good assignment technique and be willing to accept constructive criticism from other parties. In more detail, the purpose of assignment or evaluation is first provided a basis for considering whether at the end of a period employment, the employment was successful. And second is ensuring an effective and efficient ways of working. Third is obtain fact about the difficulties and to avoid potentially discouraged situation. And the last is promote the ability of personnel in developing the organization. And then the purpose of evaluation activity is to examine and determine the effectiveness of the implementation of the entire organization processes in an effort to achieve result according to the established program in relation to the achievement of education goals. That's all our presentation, and I hope you can understand what we present today, and thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.